Hey, I am Catherine from Optimal Health Coaching, and today I'm doing a couple videos at home because these are exercises that you can do in the gym with weighted exercises, but they're also great exercises for if you're working out from home or if you want to work out from home. These are some ideas you can do around the house. So one of the best exercises you can do for the lower body is the squat. It's also one of the exercises I see done most improperly in the gym. So today I just kind of want to go over why the squat is great, how to do it properly, and how to do it safely and get the most out of it. So the squat is it's great for our quads, our hamstrings, our glutes or our butt, as well as our core, as long as we're activating those muscles and doing the move properly. So I'm just going to tilt this down a bit so you can see. I'll demonstrate a squat for you. So there's a couple things to think about from what you saw. We want to be sitting up as tall as we can, and chest broad, shoulders drawn back, like our good posture. We don't want to completely fold forward into the squat. Another thing too is right from the top, we want to make the core nice and tight before we sit back. Probably most importantly is we want to have all the weight in the heels. So if I'm squatting down and I don't have the weight in my heels and it's in my toes, my knees come forward like that, we can end up really hurting our knees. But if we stand tall, we can actually pretend to pick up our toes off the ground, and then sitting back, then I know all the weight is in the heels. Another thing you want to think about is squeezing your butt. So try to keep it active the whole way down, and from the bottom, squeeze it up nice and strong. I'll know you're squeezing your butt because your knees are going to track properly towards your feet. So if we go outside to our feet, down just below parallel and squeeze up with our butt, then our knees weren't wobbling side to side. So sometimes I'll see someone go down and then they're going like that on the way up, and that way I know that they're not activating the glutes and they're actually activating more of the legs. So those are predominantly the things that I see. I see people folding forward in the squat too far or arching their back. More often than not, I see people not being far enough back on their heels, so they're coming forward onto their toes. And that's kind of the main one. Actually, maybe I'll use this chair just to demonstrate how you can get started to ensure that you know that you're sitting right back onto your heels. So if we have this chair here, we want you to stand with your legs just in front, and then you're just going to try to sit back, covering the whole chair, tap down, and then squeeze up. So again, we're back, down, tap, squeeze. Now, over time, we take that chair away. Now we need to keep the core nice and strong. So we sit back, down, and squeeze up. I just like to have my hands up like that because I feel like it reminds me to stay nice and tall in the body. I believe those are the main ones. Oh, finally, I guess I'll touch on how deep we should sit down into our squat. So a lot of that depends on your hip and your ankle mobility. So it will be important for you to test those things first and know what your range of motion is. If you have proper range of motion in the hips and the ankles, then we should have you sitting down below parallel because what that does is activates the glutes and the hamstrings a lot further than if you just did a small squat and didn't sit all the way back down. But that's before that, make sure you have the mobility and the core strength. So I hope this helps you from home, and send me a video of your squat if you're wondering if you're doing right, and I can look it over for you. Great, thank you, and have an awesome day.